The pandemic has forced us into new routines, including those face coverings, but those masks won't keep you from getting sunburn. Dr. Richard Chaffoo from UC San Diego now with more. Dr. Chaffoo, good morning. Good to see you.
Morning.
You think you wear a mask and you're protected from the sun. Not true, huh?
Exactly, not true. And the reason being, Shally, is that remember, a mask is only going to cover a portion of your face. Secondly, the mask does not have any built-in sunscreen, so you're likely to have those ultraviolet rays penetrate through the mask and certainly easy to get a sunburn.
So if you were wearing a face covering or the simple surgical masks and you were outside for a longer period of time, could you get a face mask sunburn? Like, would you see a strip on your face?
You can, yeah, you'll see that sometimes with people. And of course, the important thing for the public to realize is, as we just said, the mask is not protective at all. It's like the SPF of a t-shirt, which is maybe about an SPF about 6. So you really want to wear a sunscreen all over your face, including that part of your face that's actually covered by a mask.
I know the masks and face coverings are uncomfortable for some to already have to put something on your face, and now on top of it you want to wear some sunscreen and it can get kind of oily, and then you got to put this on top of it. Are there sunscreens that would be a better choice or better consistency with those masks?
There are, there are two basic categories of sunscreens, Shally. There are sunscreens that are basically chemical agents. And then there are those that are blocking or mineral sunscreens. I've got a couple examples just to show you. So one of the ones that we have here in our practice, this is actually more of a physical sunscreen. And what's nice about the physical sunscreen, Shally, is that they have chemicals. They don't have chemicals that get absorbed into the skin. They're more marine friendly. So things like titanium dioxide, zinc oxide, immediately when you apply them, they're going to be beneficial right away. There's no lag time before you can go outside and use them. Now, the other sunscreens that are out there are the chemical sunscreens. This is just an example of that. There are a number of different chemicals that have benzoin in them. The problem with those, Shally, is that you need to apply those about 15 or 20 minutes before you go outside, because they need to absorb into the skin, and they're thought to be not as safe for the environment. They're more damaging to marine life. And so if you're going to choose one or the other, you're probably better off to choose the mineral sunscreens, because they're safer. They're also less irritating to one's skin. So if you tend to have sensitive skin, you're better off to go with a mineral sunscreen than you are with a chemical sunscreen.
Would you need to take that sunscreen off once you take your mask off? Would you need to wash it for any reason?
Yeah. Well, the best thing to do is, of course, when you come in, you've taken off your mask, you want to wash your, your face with warm water or soap, get all that residue off, and then probably you want to put on a little moisturizer, Shally, because having your face covered by a mask during the daytime can dry out the skin. There can be some irritation along the sides where the mask is touching along the cheeks or around the chin or around the nose area. You want to watch out for those areas. And applying a nice moisturizer after you've taken off that mask at the end of the day just provides more moisture into the skin. There are different kinds of moisturizers. What we recommend most often are more like cream-based moisturizers versus ointments, because the ointments tend to be a little more greasy.
All good advice. I will think about it. So one thing that I never leave the house without is sunscreen on my face. It's like my number one thing I do. Dr. Richard Chaffoo, thank you. Always good to see you.
Great to see you, Shally. Be well.